Hey everyone, Dragonfire here, and today I'm here to show you a little something, as well as try to guide you along the way to gain it yourself. So before I show you, I just want to show you, some of you might have noticed I have some ingots up here. I am still 100% free to play. I was watching my friend's account for a couple months, and as a thank you, he did buy me the monthly coupon pack. Where's that at? Right here. He did put in, I think, about $10 into my account to buy this for me as a thank you. Other than that, there has been no ingots on my account, so I still consider myself 100% free to play. And also, those coupons did not affect this. So let's go quickly into my ninjas and go over to train. And who is this gentleman here? Well, is that a non-random loot box ultra rare ninja on a free-to-play account? Why, that's impossible. Many would think. I do get called pay to win quite a bit now. Even though my refines and my equipment sucks. I guess having Roshi is all you need to be pay to win. But yeah, I managed to save up enough scrolls to get a Roshi. And I had some people in my group wondering how in the world did I save up enough scrolls? For those of you who don't know, Roshi costs anywhere between 200 to 230 scrolls to get. I got lucky and I got Roshi on my 200th pull from Jinkuriki Treasure 1. So you need about 200 seal scrolls. Now, you could just go and buy them all, but if you're free to play, like I am, you don't have that option. So instead, we have to go through and get as many scrolls as we can and save them. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how many scrolls you can get in a week. Minimum, of course. I always go by the minimum because anything on top of that is always just icing on the cake. So I'm going to show you how much you can get a week, how much if you do that every week for the month, how much that'll translate per month, as well as how much you can get in a month. Because some are weekly locked, some are daily locked, some are monthly locked. So the scrolls I'm going to go over first are guaranteed though. So you can get these if you do everything every month, every week and every month, you can get all these scrolls. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to go over some that are chances. So let's just jump right into it. So first off, we're going to go with the weekly scrolls. How many you can get a week and where to get them. So the easiest probably is the mini client. So every week, resets on Monday, you can claim half a seal scroll or 5 seal fragments. So every Monday, if you just get on the client and click this button, you'll be able to get it. So next would be the weekly practice. So if you go to the daily practice, go over and click on the weekly practice, you'll have a bunch of missions down here, as well as 2 highlighted missions. Now the 2 highlighted missions give bonus XP, as well as another half a seal scroll, or 5 fragments. And if you do both of them, you get a seal scroll. And this can be done every week. So say it's Monday and you really want to get this done for the week, these are the 2 missions you want. You want Fighting Masiri Battlefield and Stop Ninetales. You can get that done on Mondays. Any other mission besides those 2, you have to wait until a certain day. Now, to get these missions, there'll be a button right here that will replace the current mission with a random one in the pool. So, right now, with a half a seal scroll from the mini client, and then the full seal scroll from practices. We're up to 1.5 now. The next one's not too known about. If you go over to space-time, and I remind you, this is guaranteed. So I'm not talking about the space-time rewards down here. If you go over to this tab, the strongest ninja, and then go over to redeem, you can trade in random items in the game. A lot you don't use anymore if you're pretty far up there like me. You trade them in for points, and then you can go over to redeem items, and then scroll down, and there's a seal fragment. Now it's not a lot, it's one seal fragment. You can get that one a day. So over the course of a week, you can get 0.7 of a seal scroll. It costs 5,000 tokens, which are pretty easy to get. I have 5,000 tokens right now, but you can easily get more. Next would be the monthly event, which, even though it says monthly, the rewards for the seal scrolls reset weekly. So if you're gunning straight for seal scrolls, you can get 2 a week, and they cost 150 each. And if you do all these missions, so all the daily missions every day, as well as the weekly missions, you'll have more than enough to buy your 2 seal scrolls every week. The next one, the next 2 I can't really show you because it's not the weekend, but on the weekend we have the 2 events of the weekend missions, the ninja puzzles and the chase missions. Now, ninja puzzles, you can do it once per day. Each level you can do once per day on Saturday and then again on Sunday. And level 2 drops 3 seal fragments, so 0.3 of a seal scroll. So if you do those both days, you'll get 0.6 of a seal scroll. As well as the chase mission, the weekend chase mission, will always have one chase mission that rewards you with a seal scroll. So every weekend, you're able to get 1.6 seal scrolls just from the weekend missions. Now, all the numbers I told you there sound really low, a lot of decimals and a lot of like low whole numbers. But if you do all 6 of these ways to get all the seal scrolls you can, over the course of a month, you would have collected 23.2 seal scrolls just from doing these. And that's not too bad. That is pretty good for 100% guaranteed 23.2 seal scrolls every week. I mean, every month, sorry. Every week would be really, really good. Now, that was all the weeklies. Now, the monthlies, there isn't too much more, but we're trying to squeeze every little bit we can out of our seal scrolls. So, first off is the easiest one to notice. If you go to Benefit Hall over there and check in every day, you get rewarded a seal scroll on the 5-day sign-in, right here. And on the 17-day sign-in. So you don't have to sign in every day of the month. If you sign in 17 days of a month, you will get 2 seal scrolls. The next one is Ranked Arena. So if you come in here, as long as you do 1 fight in this per month, just 1 fight, that's all you need to do. You can do more if you want to try your luck. You are guaranteed half a seal scroll. This is the reward you're guaranteed as long as you do 1 fight. Now, if you do more fights and climb your way all the way to 6 paths, you get 6 seal scrolls. But in our calculations, we're just going to go and use the 5. So those are the only 2 monthly ways to guarantee yourself seal scrolls. So every month you get 2.5 seal scrolls from your monthlies, I call them. So when you combine that with the amount you're getting weekly, in 1 month you would have collected 25.7 seal scrolls. So you're 1/8 of the way there. So in 8 months, roughly, you'll be able to get a Roshi. And that's solely through guaranteed seal scrolls. No way you're going to get only 25.7 if you're doing everything you can possibly do in the game. You're going to get more. This is the baseline minimum you're going to get per month is 25.7. And now you might be asking, well, you went over everything that you can guarantee yourself, so how do I get more? The rest, you're not guaranteed any seal scrolls from them, but they all have their chance. So the first one is Survival Trials. Now, Survival Trials has 2 places to get seal scrolls. In the chest for the 12th checkpoint has a chance of dropping 1 seal scroll. Actually, I think I got one today. Yep. So you can get 1 seal scroll from checkpoint 12. As well as in Trial Breakthrough, in the Trial Vault, you have a chance of getting anywhere between 1 and I think I've seen 2 seal scrolls. So if you're lucky, you can get seal scrolls from this as well. Now the next one is a lot less likely for a bunch of players, and that is the Strongest Ninja tournament that they do in Space Time. As long as you get to the last 16 people, so at the end of Space Time, if you're top 128, you do get these packs. Now, the first pack, you don't get any seal scrolls, but as you move along, it won't show you the rewards here, but you do get seal scrolls in every other one of these. Is it likely you're going to be able to get these? Not entirely likely, but I would just throw it out there. The next way is through your treasure maps. Now, if you don't know how to get treasure maps, is when you do your wanted missions. You have a chance of getting a treasure map when you complete them. And when you complete a treasure map, it gives you a random drop. These drops can be literally almost anything in the game. But seal fragments are in there. You can get 5 seal fragments as a drop. As well as when you dig up treasure, you have a chance to summon sealed ninjas. Now, sealed ninjas is another way of how to get a seal scroll. They kind of act just like treasure. You have to do a fight, and if you win, you get a random reward. One of the rewards being a full seal scroll. The next one is tricky to say, because it completely depends on what they release, and that's Hot Topics. So, this week, we have a good week to get seal scrolls. We have the lucky board, as well as we go down to there it is, activity bag. So, Hot Topics is a great way to get seal scrolls. Like I said, it all depends on the events that come out this week, but they usually have one way to get seal scrolls in them. The next way is through the Great Ninja War. Now, this one's tricky because it all depends on how your group does it. It all depends on... It depends on a lot of things. But the Great Ninja War does drop seal scrolls. If you get a legendary pack, you get 10 seal scrolls. If you get a hero pack, you get 8. And if you get an elite pack, you get 5. Now, if you're in a big group and you enjoy your group and everything like that, just show up for war and put interest in to, let people know let your leaders know that you would like seal scrolls every now and then, and maybe they'll be nice to throw some your way. If you're not in a group, or you're in a small inactive group that can't make it into the Great Ninja War, try and get a group together. Try and get people together to be able to enter the Great Ninja War. It's not that hard to get in there. Um, you need 200 activity points to be able to get in and sign up. And that's only really 10 active people. One thing I see in my group, I mean, not my group, my server, and I've been trying to help people and try to tell people this, is there are a ton of tiny groups. Tiny groups that, you know, don't have too many people. If you don't know, one player can get up to 6 activity points a day. If they, by doing everything, and they get 6 activity points. So 10 people over the course of the amount of days would get you enough to sign up for the Great Ninja War. There's a lot of small groups and servers, and if you can find a way to unite a bunch of small groups and just get 10 active players, like really active players going, you can sign up for the Great Ninja War. And you don't even need to be like that great. If you look in our Great Ninja War, we have 5 groups in it. Just 5. And if you look in the tournament, there's slots for 8. So that means we have 3 empty slots that just a small amount of people can just slide in there and get guaranteed seal scrolls every week. You know, it's not the easiest thing to do, you know, getting together 10 people and making a group, and it does cost about, I think it's 1,200 coupons to create a group. So it's not the easiest thing to do, but if you can do it, go for it. It's a good idea. Now, I'm not saying leave your group and make a small group together. No, like, don't do that. I feel like having a active group together that you can, you know, joke around with and play with and have fun with is more valuable than guaranteed seal scrolls every week. But if you're someone who's not in an active group, or someone who's not in a group at all, and you don't feel like joining one of the big groups, go for it. Now, that was a pretty long tangent there, but it gets the point across. The final ways to have a chance at seal scrolls is the Fighting Mystery. This happens every Monday and Friday, and these two I put last because they're pretty tough. It's pretty tough to get seal scrolls from these two events because it involves PvP, and anything that involves PvP is tough because you have to go against some very strong people. You have the people that have over 100k in the game. Sometimes you have to face them. Or if you're just someone starting off and you have 20k, 15k, even going up against someone with 50k is going to be a challenge. And I would say don't get discouraged if you can't get the seal scrolls from these two events. Because, you know what, I'll admit, even sometimes, a lot of weeks, I don't even get them. And the next one is, where is it? Stage World Battlefields. This one happens every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and you get seal scrolls if you're top 3 on your team. Which, again, is hard to do. It involves PvP, yada yada yada. Basically same thing as the Fighting Mystery. I included these last because they're the hardest events to get, well, I guess Space Time is the hardest, but these two are the hardest ones that you can do every week. But so don't guarantee, like, all these 7 ways I showed you after, like, I call these all the chance ways. Don't go in with the mindset that you're going to get seal scrolls from all these every week. Is the chances are you are going to get extra seal scrolls besides the 25.7 that you're guaranteed? Yes. Oh, definitely. I would say it's 99% true that you're going to get more seal scrolls than 25.7 in a month when it just comes down to hot topics. I would say 99% chance of you getting more than 25.7 steel scrolls in a month. If you follow everything I said for the 25.7, that is guaranteed every month. Every month you can get that. So I hope this guide helped you. I hope it gave you a little bit of courage to one day get your own ultra rare. You can start saving up for Jinchuriki Treasure 2. Its star ninja is Han. Han's really good, and also he's more free to play friendly than Roshi. So if you start saving now, maybe by the time it comes out, you'll have enough to get him. I've been Dragonfire, and have yourself a great day.